Oh my gosh, this chapter, this One Piece chapter 973 revealed so many things that, oh my gosh, I love the wait. Hold on a second. This is some One Piece discussion right here, so I gotta put something on real quick. Bam. See, Devil Child, Nico Robin, One Piece greatness, because that's what this chapter was. I am telling you, like, so many things revealed in this chapter that, like, obviously we were all, like, the One Piece community was all theorizing about, like, you know, who the Witching Hour boy was, and we all knew that the Witching Hour boy, after these last couple of chapters recently, that were like, all right, Denjiro is 100% the Witching Hour boy. And also that we started thinking about, I think way in the beginning when we were first introduced to Kyoshiro, and then finding out that, like, all the scabbards need to, like, find, like, all 9 of them and stuff, like Kiemon's trying to find the rest of them and everything. They talked about Denjiro, and we had a theory that Kyoshiro was Denjiro and whatnot, but then we're thinking, like, oh, he doesn't really look like that, right? You know, but then in this chapter we get to find out what actually happened with Denjiro and how he changed his look and stuff. Because first of all, like, I don't know if people like I'm so happy with this chapter because of something that I theorized about. And I don't even really watch anime or like One Piece like theory videos and community theory videos or discussions and things like that. That's I don't know why, I just don't really like them and stuff. So I never really like watch them. So I'm not sure if anybody theorized about this thing that I'm talking about. But first of all, we get the reveal: the Witching Hour boy is Denjiro, and that Kyoshiro is Denjiro. So he's been protecting Hiyori. I'm so happy to see that, like, Komurasaki is actually Hiyori, because for some reason in these recent chapters, like, this theory out of nowhere, which to me never made any sense, was that people were thinking that Komurasaki was Lady Toki. Because, like, first of all, if she stayed behind, she would have been, like, I believe in her, like, 50 or something. And no matter how much makeup you put on, you ain't gonna match that stuff, right? But also, even if she did time jump, she would still be around, like, late 30s or early 40s or whatnot. And even if she jumped all the way to 20 years into the future, then she would be the exact same age as her daughter, or like 2 or 3 years older than her daughter. So that wouldn't even make sense either. Like that, and that whole thing didn't make sense to me. And also that her, like, Hiyori talking to Zoro at that snowy graveyard or wherever they were when they first met, she tells Zoro that, like, people would have died to have slept next to me in the capital. Did you enjoy it and stuff? So, like, just that statement alone is referring to that, like, she's some sort of really, like, a top brass courtesan or the Oiran. Like, so that immediately, like, negated the theory that everybody was talking about, that Komurasaki could have been Toki. So I'm glad that was, like, settled in this chapter and stuff. But, like, bro, like, when they went to go, oh my gosh, this chapter was so good. Everything was great about it. Like, the main thing to get out of this chapter were, like, 3 different things. Was that the Witching Hour boy was Kyoshiro, and Denjiro is Kyoshiro, and he found Lady Hiyori. Like, I believe, like something actually did happen with, like, Kawamatsu, to where, like, Hiyori got lost or something. So then, like, these girls came to like Kyoshiro's place or his mansion or whatever to say that, hey, this girl has been wandering in the city and such. And then he took Hiyori in. He took Lady Hiyori in to protect her in Kawamatsu's stead. And I love the whole concept of, if you want to keep a secret or hide something or protect something, have it in plain sight. Hide it in plain sight. So he kept Lady Hiyori safe by making her the courtesan, or the Oiran, making her Komurasaki. Bro, like, Again, I don't know if people like theorized about that, like that Kyoshiro was somebody who is just protecting Lady Hiyori, and that like he immediately made her like the top brass in order to protect her, like hiding from plain sight. But man, when I started thinking about this when I was watching one of the latest like episodes of like when we find out like how Komurasaki looks with all the colors, beautiful and everything, but seeing her and then like how she screwed over those old guys, and now I know exactly like that theory of Denjiro taking the money that, see, I knew that Komurasaki, I knew that Hiyori, like this is all planning out to where like it's making sense to me that she doesn't actually just spend all the money that she took from those old geezers who like trampled over their own families and sold their own families and stuff just to have a possibility of being with this girl. Like I'm gonna get closer. I was so excited and happy that like it seems now pretty much 100% that when she does that to those guys, that she gives it to Kyoshiro, who is Denjiro, and who is also the witching hour boy, and he goes and delivers that money and disperses it. Like, oh my gosh, the revelations and the twists and the theories that are being that are coming to fruition in this chapter was just awesome, and I loved it. I was just so happy that that whole theory of like me like theorizing that I'm pretty sure maybe some people did or some people didn't or whatever. Again, I don't watch One Piece theory videos and stuff like that. I just don't. But like just to see that like that Kyoshiro is Denjiro and that he's the witching hour boy, and then he gives like money to like the poor from the rich and everything, and then like Hiyori's the one who takes the money, and it seems like the theory of that like she gives it to Denjiro, who is Kyoshiro, and then he disperses is just awesome. And then also him hiding her in plain sight. Again, I love that concept so much. 'Cause you want to protect something, you want to keep something safe, you want to keep something secret and hide it in plain sight. And that, oh my gosh. Oh, 5 out of 5 chapter. I love it so much. It was so good. I was so happy about it. Man, and then also the flashbacks of seeing like Odin with his kids and hanging out with his kids and stuff. And then this whole mention of like, so Momo, you got any girls that you like, or like what type of girls you like? And then Rayleigh's like, you don't ask that to this little kid or whatever. But like, little does he know, that's what Odin was doing all that time, like when he was his age and shit. Like I don't know why when he was only like that young, but that was funny and I loved it and all that stuff. And then like there was one mention like quickly in a panel or like a page where Momo is being choked by Kaido. Like, bro, he's a kid. And it seems Kaido is very adamant about taking out the Kozuki clan. I understand Orochi wanting to take out the Kozuki clan completely and everything. But it's interesting that Kaido is really adamant about it too. And it seems like it's for his own personal gain in that like he wants them taken out. I don't know, maybe an ancestor a long time ago, something happened with the Kozuki and stuff, and I don't know if he kept that, like, that knowledge or something. Who knows? I don't know, but that whole thing was crazy, and that, like, him, and then Momo's standing up to Kaido pretty much being like, I'm going to be the next ruler of this country. That's what, like, I'm going to be like that. And then some Kaido saying that, like, you're just talking in the way that your father wanted you to talk, like, not having your own dream or whatever, and throws them in the fire and stuff, and they're all perfectly fine. Lady Toki sends them all to the future, and Lady Toki goes to the front of the castle, like giving off that message that like 20 years time, the 9 like shadows are gonna rise again to take you down, Orochi. And oh my gosh, oh, it's so good. We're going to the present time now, and I'm hyped, and everything with Kyoshiro was just the best. Like, it's not even, like, something extremely surprising, but just multiple theories being revealed to be true in one chapter. It's like 2 or 3 with Denjiro actually being Kyoshiro that we were theorizing when we first saw Kyoshiro in the beginning of this arc. But then also Denjiro is actually the witching hour boy, and that Kyoshiro happens to be Denjiro, so he's the witching hour boy and everything. And then also Komurasaki or Hiyori being protected by Kyoshiro, because I knew that Kyoshiro, like I had the theory that Kyoshiro was the one protecting like Hiyori and whatever in Kawamatsu's steed, and doing all the things for like the witching hour boy type stuff. And I thought that he was like maybe one of Yasui's underlings or like assistants or whatever, like a vassal of his, and that's how he would like protect Hiyori. But it turns out that he was a literal vassal of Odin, Denjiro, my guys. And that was amazing. And then we got to kind of like pretty much find out fully about Inuarashi and Nekomamushi's involvement of like hating each other, and that they both kind of blame each other for like what happened with Odin and stuff, because Neko kept moving on the board and everything, and Inuarashi was messing with him. And then Nekomamushi is talking about like, oh, like the whole thing with Kaido saying that there's a spy in your ranks. Like, are you sure it's not you, Inuarashi, or whatever? Like, so it's starting to make me think it's coming back to Inuarashi talking about being the traitor. But I don't know if there's even a traitor to begin with. Maybe there isn't, and then Oda is just trolling us. GODA is just trolling us. Who knows? But this episode, or I was gonna say episode, but this chapter was amazing. 5 out of 5. I loved it. Everything about it. It was just good stuff. But anyways, what did you guys think? Leave down in the comments your thoughts. Like this video if you did. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, deeper discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, bones, and everybody. You gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see y'all later with the next video. And I cannot wait. I'm gonna start doing One Piece videos again. Just not necessarily reviews, but just talking about like what's going on with One Piece and stuff, and just doing maybe quick discussion videos, and I'm just excited about it. But anyways, peace and love, guys, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out, may the force be with you always, and plus ultra and latom. Also, I forgot to even mention, or just like a thought that I had while I was making this review, was that like imagine Kyoshiro, who's Denjiro, goes undercover, or not undercover, but he goes to some crazy change, and he starts this whole Kyoshiro family, this Yakuza, under everybody's nose in the Flower Capital. So when the time comes and everything happens and everything goes down on Onigashima, bro, guys, that all of his underlings are going to be following him. Maybe some of them, something's going to happen where maybe some of them betray him. But overall, the amassed Kyoshiro family that he amassed to form this Yakuza, bro, it's going to be a siege, a huge, like, hot mess storm of people and his underlings. Like, his underlings is going to create such a huge mass of a force for Luffy and the gang, for Kamo and Luffy and everybody in the gang. Like, it's gonna be insane. For this war is gonna be so insane. But yeah, I forgot to mention that in the review video. Like, I'm working out, so I'm like, hard to breathing right now. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because that's just gonna be crazy. But yeah, peace out, guys.